As usual, if you listen to my radio show, you know I do this regularly. If not, go to the chat room, which of course you can do that by going to One Two Radio and clicking on chat. And then you will see that there's a Facebook Live video running in the chat room, so you can watch me or listen to me, however you want to do that. I'm trying not to be a radio host today, can you tell? I'm excited to be here with you guys. So what I wanted to talk to you today about is that there are lots of kinds of meditation. Some are for relaxation, some are to find stillness and peace inside of ourselves, and some are active. Some are used intentionally to use our thoughts to achieve a goal. And today I want to share some active meditation strategies with you. Strategies to use meditation to relieve stress. So think of stress like energy pressure building up inside of you. It may be in your solar plexus or your heart, your throat. Maybe it's making your neck and shoulders tight. So just take a minute and see, where does your stress build up in your body? Take a minute to see, where are you feeling it? So I want to give you a little bit of a framework to work from to use active meditation. So today we're going to use the visual of a basketball court. And now we need some music. So Scott, let's hear it. This is a magical basketball court, and everything that goes into the basket will be transformed into light in this meditation. So follow me on this journey to relieve your stress. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Feel the music in your body and let it relax you and take you on a journey. You are standing in the middle of a magical basketball court. You see that the hoop is glowing, and everything you toss into it will be transformed into light. Now take a moment to feel the stress in your body. Where is it? Is your neck tight? Is your heart heavy? Is your stomach in knots? Is there a lump in your throat? And now you notice next to you is a box of basketballs. Pick up a ball and whisper into it something that is stressing you out. Maybe you whisper work, or maybe you whisper my husband. I don't know. Whatever it is, that's all right. Now, dribble the ball up to the hoop and make a basket. Swoosh, that stressor is transformed into light. Now grab another ball. Whisper another stressor into it. Money. This time, make a 3-point shot. Swoosh, that stressor is transformed. Take a minute to make as many baskets as you want. As you do, feel your stress melt away. Feel your neck and shoulders loosen, your belly soften, and your throat open. Now, make those shots. Once all the basketballs have been transmuted into light, stand in the middle of the court and feel your body lighter, freer, and relaxed. And then take a few deep breaths. And open your eyes. Okay, so this is active meditation. So I'm sure that you noticed that the music was upbeat, not sleepy and meditative, really, because the purpose is different. This is an important part of an active meditation, setting the mood, getting your mind and your body involved in the process. This is not the kind of meditation where you're trying to get away from your mind. And we all know about that kind of meditation, right? Sometimes we're trying to get away. We're trying to have a break. We're trying to get to a place of stillness. Now, I know for many of us, that's a really difficult form of meditation. And some of us feel like we never really get there. Well, there are lots of different ways to meditate. And active meditation is a great form of meditation to use if you are a person who has a brain that never shuts up. And I'll tell you that I know a lot about that because I am a person with a brain that never shuts up. And I started developing meditation techniques for myself many years ago to give my brain a job. My brain needed to do something during meditation in order to give me a break, in order to follow that process. Now, I do other kinds of meditation as well, but I love active meditation because it's not just a meditation, but it's a way to heal yourself. It's sort of an energy healing process that you do for yourself using the power of your mind. Our minds are so powerful. They control our energy bodies. They control our reality in many ways. And if we can learn to harness that and use it in a positive way, we can actually use our mind to relieve our stress rather than using our mind to create it. As many of us know, sometimes our minds create our stress rather than relieving it. So when doing active meditation, your framework is also really important. The music is important, getting yourself involved in many ways. So maybe basketball isn't your thing. That's okay. You can create a framework that works for you. Maybe you need to walk on the beach of a magical ocean, throwing pebbles into the water with whale sounds in the background, and that's okay. The point is to use your thoughts to create a scenario that works for you. I remember many years ago when I first started doing this kind of meditation, I had this picture that used to hang on the wall in my bedroom that I loved, and it was a very ethereal picture of the ocean, but it was all in like blues and purples, and there were these beautiful orcas out in the water. Well, you know me, I'm big on crystals. Like I've got this great big clear quartz sitting here because I always have something in my hand. So I built the framework of this meditation around that scene, that beautiful ethereal picture of the ocean, except that sticking out into the ocean was a piece of clear quartz that looked like the one I'm holding up in the video, if you're watching the video. If not, it's just a big clear quartz point. And so the point was so big that I could sit on it, and it sort of overhung the water. So I would sit on it overhanging the water, and I would do my meditation, and maybe I would throw things into the water, or maybe I would ask for guidance or communication from the orcas or the other animals that were in the water. I did all kinds of things with that framework. So building a framework is really important, and you can have many different ones. It doesn't mean that one framework is all that you need, but we'll start with one. So this is a lot to get in one 15-minute presentation, as I'm sure you know. So I wanted to give you a taste of this. I'm teaching a class at One2 Academy called Active Meditation, Use Your Thoughts to Change Your Life. It's on April 3rd at 7 p.m., and I'm going to teach you in detail how to utilize active meditation in your life. So we'll build a framework that works for you. And then we'll talk about different things that you can do with that framework. Because of course, releasing, like we did with the basketballs, is only one scenario. We don't have to do just releasing. You can also draw things into yourself. You can also seek guidance through active meditation. There are all different kinds of things that you can do. You can literally heal yourself, you can heal your body, you can heal your energy body or your mind through active meditation. So in the class, we're going to go more deeply into this concept, but I wanted to share it with you today. I also, as my gift to you for attending today and for being present with us, because we're just so excited about the symposium and being here with all of you, I created a recording of this meditation, and I call it Stress Release. It's the basketball court, and I recorded it for you, and I put it on my website, so you can go download it there for free. So it is christybrower.com, and when you go there, you click on free meditations, and that will take you there. It's the very top one just below the video meditation that I have there. So you can download it for free and use it all that you want. Of course, there are lots of other meditations on my website as well, but that is my newest one. I'm really excited about teaching active meditation. It's something I've used for a long time. You hear me do different versions of it on my radio show, Kindred Spirits, if you listen to my show. But I've never really taught other people how to do it, how to build that framework, how to really think outside the box in what can you do, because when you're doing it in your head, you can do anything, right? There are no limitations when it comes to what we can do in our minds. I mean, it makes me think of the movie Office Space. I don't know if you ever saw it years ago, when they took their copy machine out into a field and they beat it with a baseball bat because they were so frustrated with it, they were just done with it. You can release that kind of emotional pent-up frustration inside of yourself through active meditation in a very similar way, without destroying any office machines. But there are lots of ways that you can do that. So I've been doing this for a long time, and one of the things that I have discovered is that I limit myself. I catch myself like, ooh, maybe that's not okay, or maybe I shouldn't do that, or maybe I shouldn't say that. The thing is, we all have thoughts, we all have feelings that get stuck inside of us that maybe we never express, maybe we never really say, but need to be burned off and expressed outside of us. There are lots of different ways to release that emotional energy, to burn that emotional energy off. And one of them is to do just exactly what we just did in that active meditation. I whispered my husband, or, my wife, or my best friend, right? It's okay to have emotions, even about people that we love, or jobs that we love, or things that we love. Sometimes we still have stress about those kinds of relationships, and we still need to release that stress in some way. This is one of those ways to do it. Jan in the video says that felt wonderful. I also have too much mind chatter, right? How many of you have felt limited by meditation because your mind would not let you do it? Well, my idea behind this is that instead of trying to stop the mind or shut up the mind, we meditate in a way that utilizes that mind. If you have a very active mind, you probably have a very active imagination. And with that imagination, you likely can visualize quite well. Most of us that have a real busy mind can visualize all kinds of scenarios in our heads. And so we can build these frameworks in our minds that allow us to do these kinds of processes. So I'm so excited to share that with all of you. I know that I am almost out of time because I'm watching it and my producer is telling me in my head. But I want to say thank you so much to all of you for being here. And please stay tuned for the rest of the day. We have lots of great things coming up. As you know, this is our very first symposium, and so it's pretty exciting for all of us to be here and see all of you here with us. Coming up next is Lacey Dawn Jackson, and she will be presenting Creative Stress Relief for Kids Big and Little. So I just want to say thanks so much for being here. Be sure to check out my website and all of my free downloaded meditations. You can download any of them. Lots of active meditations there. Be sure to register for my class. I look forward to getting a broader look at this with all of you. So thanks so much for being here today, and I'll see you next week on the radio.